in the moon surface. Now after Chandrayaan first, Chandrayaan second got launched. But let me just show you some of the pictures of its launch. Is this visible to all? This is a picture of Chandrayaan first launching. And it got launched from Sriharikota, Andhra Pradesh, Satish Dhawan Space Center. After Chandrayaan first, Chandrayaan second got launched. But the question might arise that if Chandrayaan first was a successful mission, then why ISRO decided to go for another space mission? पैसा ज़्यादा है क्या? नहीं. Because just keep that question and I will discuss this later on. So Chandrayaan first got successfully launched, and after Chandrayaan first, Chandrayaan second got launched. It was the second moon mission by ISRO, and its mission was to study the moon surface and to do a soft landing on moon. Now the question that arises is, what is soft landing? Soft landing means after landing the spacecraft have to be safe. And why the safe landing is important? This safe landing is important because after safe landing we can prove it to other countries that we can take important payloads to the moon, and we can have international space missions and can make money like NASA. And only 3 countries have managed to do the same. That are Russia, China and USA. Now recall that question again, that why ISRO decided to go for another mission. Because through Chandrayaan first on 2008, we reached the moon, but it was a moon impact probe that did a hard landing. And 4 years ago, Chandrayaan second mission was also to do the soft landing, but unluckily, we lost the communication. We lost the communication and the mission got unsuccessful. ISRO scientists broke down. But do you really think it was an unsuccessful mission? Well, I don't think so. Because ISRO knew that it is going to be hard, but hard doesn't mean impossible. And they kept trying. They knew that success is not permanent and failure is not final. And they kept working after their success, and they kept trying after their failure. It was not the end, it was the beginning. And we lost the hope, but we have lost the hope. Now let's come to Chandrayaan 3. But before that, let me show you the pictures of Chandrayaan 2 when it got launched. This is the picture of Chandrayaan 2 when it got launched. Is this visible to all? Back. Now let's come to Chandrayaan 3. After Chandrayaan 2, ISRO wanted to rectify all those mistakes, and they decided to go for another space mission. And Chandrayaan 3 got launched on 14 July 2023, and it is expected to make a significant landing on the moon on 23 August 2020. But you know what? There is a special thing about this mission. That is its landing location. That is in the south pole of moon surface. You know what? The moon and the earth are in a one-sided relationship. That means, and only one side of moon is visible to earth. 41% of moon's area is hidden from earth. And similarly, there are different craters like this. Like skeleton craters that are present in the south pole of moon surface, and they don't receive sunlight. And after studying these craters, we can actually know a lot about our solar system and their origin. And it is believed that these craters contain water in them. And you will be shocked that these craters contain 100 million tons of water in them. But it also contains some kind of essential resources, and this spot, the south pole of moon surface, can become an important location for the upcoming space missions. Now, what are the improvements that took place in Chandrayaan 2 and Chandrayaan 3? The first improvement was payload. During the mission of 2019, our payload was little complex. It consists of 3 main components. That was the rover, lander and the orbiter. But during the mission of 2023, our payload got simplified and it consists of only the lander and the rover. But why orbiter was not included? Anybody here? Why orbiter was not included? Because during the mission of 2019, the orbiter safe landed on Moon. They did a safe landing. That's why orbiter was not included in this mission. Okay. Now the second one is powerful lander. After learning the mistakes from Chandrayaan-2, our ISRO scientists made our landers like more stronger, so that they can resist the impact and can survive in this mission. And the engine capacity is also increased. It's also been increased and hazard detection is also added to it. Now the third one is the launch vehicle. Now it is also very important because of its launch vehicle, that is LVM-3 launch vehicle, because it has a capacity to hold 30% more of its weight. And the success of this launch vehicle is also very important, because from this launch vehicle we can send heavier payloads to the surface of the Moon and can study a lot about it. And the fourth one is cost. Chandrayaan's second mission cost was about 870 crores. How many of you watch Avengers Endgame? How many? And you will not believe that the cost of Chandrayaan-2 was 3 times less than Avengers Endgame. And the cost of Chandrayaan-3 is about 615 crores. That is very less, because it is a proof of our efficiency. It is a proof of our efficiency that we are growing this much. We are growing very much. Now the question that arises that why India is spending this much on such programs? How does it affect us? हमें क्या फर्क पड़ता है? फर्क पड़ता है. फर्क पड़ता है. Because at the time when ISRO launched Mangalyaan, the New York Times, at one side some elites were reading a newspaper and the newspaper was about the Mars mission, and on the other side an Indian farmer with his cow was knocking the door and asking for becoming the member of that elite club. This cartoon had a terrible effect on India. This cartoon disrespected India. But why this kind of disrespect is always for India? Why? Or all other countries are perfect? Huh? No, they are not. India is a glowing and growing country, and it is a democracy. And this thing is never digested by some Western countries. And then they ask that, can India afford the space program? Why not? Can India afford the space program? And let me just ask you one thing, that how many money we spend on such programs every year? Well, there is going to be an objection on the budget of ISRO. That thing was very clear to Satish Dhawan sir. And that's why when he became the chief of ISRO, he used to take only 1 rupee as a salary. And this legacy of efficiency is still carried out by ISRO. And for the past 20 years, we are enhancing the budget of our space programs. And to put things in perspective, I'll say that about 36,000 crores today we spend on our postal services. But इन पैसों से हमें क्या मिलता है? क्या मिलता है? मिलता है? मिलता है. Because India loves China very much, that it often sends its people to Arunachal and Ladakh. And by using onion method, he is trying to take small portions of India. And ISRO gives this information to our security. And the second one is, when in 2019 a Femi cyclone was occurred in Odisha. Cyclone was occurred in Odisha. Anybody know? Not surprised. Femi cyclone was occurred in Odisha, and about 11 lakh people were evacuated safely just because of ISRO satellites. They warned us. And today Odisha is considered as number one in cyclone management. Now the second one is, ISRO also study about our geographical studies and tells us data, and this data we can use to give guidance to the farmers, and all the things about like earthquakes, cyclones, and many other things. We get information about it in advance, and we can get, so that we can get prepared. And the budget of ISRO is 15 times less than NASA. And even in this budget, ISRO scientists try to make your and my life better. And until now, ISRO made like about 239 satellites also to 28 different countries. And this is also a very proud moment for India. And the second one is economy. That ISRO also affects the economy of India. How? India is a growing country, especially in the space sector. And the satellite launching industry in the world is about $13 billion. $13 billion. And it is expected that in the upcoming 5 years, it will be about $24 billion. And if we will be able to capture only 20% of this, we can earn 10% more of our today's budget in space programs. And this thing was very clear to Vikram Sarabhai. Vikram Sarabhai is known as the father of space program, Indian space program. And that's why when Nehru ji asked Sarabhai that India is a poor country, we have lot of social problems, and that's why we cannot afford a space program. And with a beautiful smile, Sarabhai replied, yes, we are a poor country. Yes, we have a lot of social problems. And that is the reason we need a space program. And if I tell you that this is the vision that ISRO is taking today. And this vision is taking ISRO to next heights today. While other countries use space as to make weaponization for weaponization, we use space to make the future of humanity. And I don't know about you, but whenever I hear about any mission of ISRO, I feel very proud. You guys? So I feel very proud because I know that the behind of that success there is the hard work of that scientist. They do a lot of hard work. And these are not those people who got rejected by NASA. These are those people who rejected NASA. And we are the same Indians. We are the same Indians that take sky not as a limit. We take sky as a golden opportunity to make our upcoming tomorrow golden. And आप तक यह चीज पहुंचाना से मुझे फर्क पड़ता है. And you know what? There was a time when ISRO used to take their rockets in cycles and launch it from coconut trees. And countries like France and Britain used to insult us, humiliate us. But now these countries launch their satellites through ISRO. This is a very proud thing for India. And this is not only a proud thing, but ISRO gives us very important lessons. To believe in ourselves, to overcome failures, to try again and again. And that's why I'm standing in front of you, and I tried again. I tried again standing in front of you. I failed yesterday. Thank you so much.